Yer. Ner. Okay. Going to work. So as I drive to work, I am not dreading it. I'm not worried. I don't have, my anxiety isn't going up. The usual schmusual. CX22 step 8. So lately I've been working on my music, promoting myself, sharing music around, trying to find different ways to promote myself, but not to an extensive point where like it's all just like me spamming people and all that, because I don't like that either. And so I'm trying to find a way where I can easily get, you know, my name out there, my name thrown out there, all that jazz. And yeah, it's been a little bit of a tedious process, to be honest, because I mean, you want to spam yourself, you know, you want people to see you. And I mean, clearly, like, I'm not at that state yet, you know, or I'm not at that mentality yet. And I'm not saying like I'm shy or that I'm like, you know, beat down by this or whatever. It's more or less just I'm not at that mental state where I'm like comfortable annoying everybody, because I know that as much as like I want to get my name out there, that I can also have an opposite effect where I would annoy everybody and everybody would just be mad at me. And so that's kind of where I'm at today. With that being said, like I said, that's all I've been up to lately. I've been wanting to discipline myself, sit down and edit these goddamn fucking videos, man. Because they're so, I don't know. And I guess it's more or less like the fact that I genuinely just cannot, for the heart of me, fucking find a way to like sit down and sit still and not get distracted at the same time as I'm doing that task. And you know, just try and just stay seated to do a task. And so it's so hard, because like as I'm trying to like sit down, what I end up doing is I'll start working on my music. And that's also not a bad thing, but it's like I'm working on one thing too much and I want to do this as well. And obviously I'm putting a little bit too much on my plate here. However, I feel like if I don't have that mentality, or if I don't have that goal and set, I feel like my wants begin to fade, and then I'm unsure of what I wanted to do, and then I pick up a whole different thing that I want to do, and then I'll forget what I'm doing here and there. So I'm trying to stick with these two things, which is music right now and just vlogging my life. I've also debated about just, you know, doing these videos and not even edit them and just raw dog it and just fucking upload them like nothing. But I don't know why I don't. Like, that's just the sad truth. I just don't know why I don't do it. But without that being said, I mean, it's all good. I'm not really at all, like, too far concerned about this, because it's not something that I'm looking to monetize. It's like, I'm looking to just vlog, to just do it for me. Just do it for fun. And that's something that, you know, I feel like I want to have on the side there. Not be stressed out about that or whatever. I'm not saying my music's stressing me out or anything like that. I'm just saying that I don't want this to be a double-sided sword where I'm working on my music and I also, like, promise something with the videos. Oh no, this spider just came out of his little hiding hole. What are you doing, buddy? Because the light is green. The light is green and I don't want the little dude to fly away. And so I'm gonna park. Yay, he went back inside. He's a big fat spider too. Like, not a big spider, but like, he's a pretty fucking fat one. I have gas. Running low on gas. I need to put in gas. Oh my gosh. Oh, and I need to text my wife to tell her to order the shirt off of that website so we can see how it goes. Things going. Sorry, I got distracted. No, but where was I? Okay, well, yeah. So like, what it comes all down to, what I'm trying to say is that I'm, like, legitimately trying to not overwhelm myself, but at the same time set myself up so that I can have all of these things, you know, riding well for me, like, and so that I'm not, like, off put, or that I'm not, like, too overly stressed out about this, about these type of things. But yeah, we'll see how the day goes. Other than that, I'll see y'all here in a bit, or whenever I get off work. And we got video. Alrighty, so I just put in gas in my car. I was running pretty low. I was actually to a point of lowness that I was actually out of starting fuel. I can't fucking talk. No, okay, but basically I was at a point in my gas tank where I could not start my engine, and I was like, fucking shit. And the thing is, just like, I'm so bad at this. Like, I'm so bad at, like, maintaining my stuff. This brings me back to whenever I was talking to my dad about these things, and he would always be like, what if you get a girl, and what if that girl wants you to have a car and all this other crap? And I was just like, well, then fuck her. Like, like I was such an angsty fucking teenager with stupid rebuttals. I didn't think about it, but there was one thing that I did fucking put some thought into whenever I would give these little snarky remarks and comebacks back to my dad. And I remember specifically telling my dad, whenever he would be like, you know, what are you gonna do if you're gonna want a car? Like, you can't even keep up with your simple shit. And I was like, I'm not gonna get a car for that fucking exact reason. I was like, I'm just gonna take the bus. And he was like, oh yeah. He's like, well, let's see you take the bus for your entire fucking life. And for a good 2 years, I did do that. And then after a while, I got really fucking bored of it, got tired of it, I hated it. And then I would just put gas in my dad's car, and I would borrow his car. But I remember thinking that very thoroughly, because to this day, I think that teenager me was spot fucking on accurate. Well, I don't even think I want a car now. The only reason I have these cars is because I have a family. If it weren't for my family, I genuinely think that I'd probably be like some kind of like psychopath selling a lot of acid or coke, and I just know that I would not be on the right path. Like, just flat out, right then and there, I know I would not be on a good path. With that being said, I mean, I'm not saying like I'm gonna go out there and fucking, you know, murder whoever the fuck I want and shit. But I do know that with the amount of time that I had for growing, and as I was learning, going along the days, I have figured out that at some point in my life, I wanted stability, and I wanted something that was constant, something that wasn't sporadic. And I came to a realization that I was probably never going to have that because of how I was and because of how I am. That continuity was just not really something that stuck with me, you know? And I hated myself for that. I hated myself so fucking much for that, because I was like, I want to be stable, but I also want life to be kind of chaotic, because life is chaotic. But I also just want something that's consistent. But I also don't want it to be some kind of a niche or a cliche where everything gets boring. And so it was like, what the fuck did I want for a good fucking portion of my life? You know what I mean? Probably not. Probably like, oh, I don't know, this kid's really fucking weird. But I mean, that's what I've always like envisioned myself in this sense, where I was like, I want to be free, and I want to feel free, and I just don't want to deal with the norm that's outside of what I am, because people are so weird to me, that I'm so weird to people, that I just knew that I just could not stick to this weird little schedule that everybody had. And I feel like nowadays people probably don't feel like that anymore because of COVID, you know? Because I feel like ever since COVID had happened, I feel like there was just some form of relief, in the sense of like the usual workday finally broke, you know? Hang on. Baby cakes! My mom's package?
Yeah, it should be delivered here.
Okay, at the front of our house, or like at Bertha's, or what's up?
It says your package was left in the mail room. Not the mail room. No.
Okay, I'll look for it then.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. What was that? Oh yeah. But yeah, like how could anybody before COVID, you know, how could I always wondered that. Like I always wondered, like, how could people be so fucking crazy? They're so crazy, man. And these people would just go to work every fucking day, and I was like driven to a mad point. Because I was like, I don't want to do this every fucking day. It was every Monday, Tuesday, fucking Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It was just every stupid day I had to go to. And like, I think I like hated that because of the schedule from school. Because I remember at one point I was like, I feel like this Monday to Friday shit is just bullshit. I just feel like this is just a way to accustom kids to get used to the whole 5 day a week kind of bullshit thing. And like, people are so fucking insane. And then they'll be all like, oh, I wonder why this guy snapped. I wonder why this guy broke. I wonder what made this dude do what he did. And it's like, do y'all ever fucking look at what the world is like? I don't blame people that snap and then just go on murder sprees. I blame them for the fact that they still had that, that conscience in their head. Their choice was still there, you know. They could have gone to therapy, or they could have just shot up a fucking school, and they chose to shoot up a school. I get it. But at the same time, I get the other side. At the same time, I get that kid with the fucking gun. I get the adult that snapped and killed himself and then killed his family. And it's because this world drives people so fucking insane. It's like this insanity fucking brink that people have been living on, and people just thought that was the norm. And so every time people were all like, I wonder what made them snap, and it just made me kind of wonder, like, did they even fucking think about, like, looking at what they were doing? But no, anytime anything like that ever happens, nobody ever looks at that shit. All they think is just another dude that's just been robbed of his life because of his dumb choice. sorry I had to get a package. I'm also just figuring out right now that my fucking AC doesn't work. But I'm nearing the end of summer and I'm going into fall, so it doesn't even matter. Oh my god, man. But that's my rant for the day, I guess. I guess. Oh yeah, that spider from the morning that I was telling you guys about. Yeah, I don't know if it's there anymore. I feel like it probably did fly away. I'm pretty sad about it, but we'll find out tomorrow morning. He's back in its natural habitat if he is here, so there's that. I'm just trying to fucking turn off my camera.